Bienvenidos a la Ciudad de México, Mexico City. We are on top of the Monumento de la Revolución Mexicana, and we're gonna see the beautiful views of the city. Right in the center, there is this huge triumphant arch in honor of all those who fought in the revolution. And they're honoring both sides of the revolution. So I'm so excited to show you around the views of Mexico City from this viewpoint. There's a few other observation decks in this city. So let's enjoy perhaps our first one out of this entire virtual vacation. I'm Ariel, this is Urban. Here we are in a gigantic triumphal arch. Look at this. We're right in the center, and I'll show you the outside a little bit later. But look at that. Look how beautiful the skyscrapers look on the Paseo de la Reforma. Reform Walk leads to Chapultepec. We did that walk before, so all those skyscrapers that we're seeing there in the distance are the ones we passed by a few days ago. So if you want to see them on ground level, check out the video from Paseo de Reforma to Chapultepec. And sorry for the false starts. There is an issue with this app where it is bugging out and sometimes it starts without any sound. So that's why sometimes there's false starts. But thank you for hanging on. And slam that like button right now. Haven't said that in quite a while here in Mexico City. So dale ese botón de like. Dale means slam, and let me know if you're on team Dale. Dale is D-A-L-E. Are you in team me gusta? Let me know if you're on team me gusta. I think that's a little bit better. Hey, Mater, nice to see you here. Irene, Helen, Mirna, Trish, Audi, Tommy, Shaniqua, nice to see you here, Shaniqua. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Sarbu, welcome from India. Nice to see you here. Let me know if you're where you're watching from. Tommy's and Team Me Gusta. Mirna, Team Me Gusta as well from Montreal. It's me, Me Gusta también, oh, que bien. Today's a clear day, so we're gonna see the beautiful valley. Whoa, this is the inside. Can't go here. Okay, so I am most likely going to be copyrighted because they're playing very popular old music. Still not in the public domain, even though it's already like 70 years old. So thank you to all the super chatters, the supporters. Give a round of hearts to the super urbanists who contribute in various ways, maybe PayPal, super chats, Patreon, YouTube members, or Facebook supporters. Give a round of hearts to them. Hey Picard, hope you're doing well, Picard. Welcome. Carol says, I hear that song all the time. Imagine. Hey Ariel, loving all these tours. And weather's holding up nicely. Weather is holding up nicely. It is extremely hot, so be careful what you wish for. I envisioned a trip to Mexico City in extremely sunny weather. And I got my wish, but be careful what you wish for, because I feel like I'm being roasted by the sun. So it is quite powerful. Bring a hat, bring lots of suntan lotion. And you can say, oh no, I don't need it. I gotta get a tan anyway. Don't be that person, because you'll come back from your Mexican vacation red like a lobster. Carol, nice to see you here. Welcome. Carol says hydrate. That's a very important thing as well. Edith Piaf is indeed playing. Yes, indeed playing. So we're just gonna take our sweet time enjoying the views. Take in the sights. Surely if you're talking above the music, they can't copyright you, says Martin. Yes, they still can, yeah. It's always a roll in the dice, but yes, they can still can. Doesn't matter if it's fair use. Let's look in. So they have a few funny names for the buildings here. If any chilangos are watching, do let us know the funny names of the buildings. Y cualquier chilango está mirando, díganos cuáles son los nombres bien cómicos de los rascacielos. So I think this might be called the Pantalones. I think this might be the Pantalones, or it might be another one. Hey Carly, nice to see you here. Eat more tacos, says Jonathan. You want to see more tacos? You know, I'm gonna, yeah, I mean, a lot of people love food, so I am going to do my best and maybe do a second food video. Stay tuned. Do you guys like the food videos? I mean, do you really like the food videos? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you like the food videos. I need confirmation. I need confirmation if you like the food videos or not. Here's the shadow of the structure we're in right now. Gigi says, I love the food videos, especially coming. All right, so wish me luck. ¿Es por aquí? Bien pequeñito. It's very small, tight space. Oh, okay, give it. When you say I helped you get some good food. Hey Tommy, send a $20 PayPal. Ooh, now we're outside. Tammy, thank you so much for the $20 PayPal. Thank you so much. Everyone, hearts to Tammy for a very generous PayPal. Thank you so much. We already had a few PayPalers. Judith, Suki, Tammy. There's been a few others, Mater as well. Okay, it seems like people really like food videos. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna do more food videos. The people have spoken. Just like the people have spoken and they overthrew Porfirio Diaz. Well, all of you have spoken and we're gonna do more food videos. Stay tuned. El Pantalón is in Santa Fe. Gracias, Lourdes. Okay, está en Santa Fe, so this is not El Pantalón. But we have other funny nicknames like La Licuadora, the blender, La Lavadora, the washing machine for a building, and there's a building called the Dorito. Oh, I can't wait to find that one. Is it better to PayPal? Yes, it is. PayPal, do whatever is convenient for you. I'm more than okay. That's why I offer different ways. But PayPal, I get nearly 100%, if not 100%. This sometimes depends on where you're paying from. but YouTube I get, or Facebook I get 70%. So if you donate 10, I get 7 of those dollars. If you donate 10 on, or contribute 10 on PayPal, I get 10 or 9.98, depends. Mona says, I want to see tamales. Okay, Mona. I'm trying to find good tamales. And some interesting desserts. You know, that is a bit tougher. Churros, I think, is the most famous dessert. What's the tallest building in Mexico? Great question. I don't know which one. They're rapidly building, so they keep besting each other. Angos, ¿puedes decirme cuáles son los otros postres que están aquí? ¿Y cuál es el edificio más alto de Ciudad de México ahora mismo? Tammy, so PayPal, no, PayPal all goes to Ariel. Yes, PayPal all to me. Okay, people are very curious about the PayPal. Thank you. Helps with covering these attractions so I can show it to you. We're gonna take our sweet, sweet time. Let me know if you want to see anything. So we see that we're truly in a valley. We're seeing all the mountains. Now, if we were the Spaniards coming here for the first time, but we were nice Spaniards, the ones who did not want to conquer the land, then we would have seen the entire mountains in full clarity. The reason we can't right now is because of smog. It's not because of overcast. It might be raining in certain corners, but it's usually because of the smog. Marcin says, Mexico is very, you need 500 a month. Yeah, you can, I think you can live here, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 700 a month because you got to pay for rent. But yeah, you can, it's easy to live. Time in Mexico, I got 1 more week left. Danielle says, y mole, okay, flor de calabaza, crema, enchiladas. Esto no es un postre, pero a mí me encanta. Yo lo he probado ya varias veces. Todavía no lo he enseñado, pero ya mismo. Russ sent a PayPal. Thank you so much, Russ. I appreciate that. Mexican hot chocolate. Oh, okay. All right. If I must eat hot chocolate in front of all of you, in front of thousands of people watching online, if I must, then I will. I'll make that sacrifice for all of you and eat some churros and dip them into beautiful Mexican hot chocolate for all of you. I'm not going to enjoy it. It's my work, but I'll do it for all of you. Stay tuned. I'll give you the heads up. Probably tomorrow night. Does Mexico City have an observation deck? Yeah, there's a few. I mean, we're on one of them technically. This is an observation deck. There's a few others. There's Tolvere Latinoamericano, and I think there might be another one. Let me know. Veronique says I should do a Cancun vlog. The only reason I would go to Cancun is to visit the Mayan temples, though I'm not sure if I'll get service there. Mirna sent $10 Canadians. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna drink some water. You guys want to join me? I'll sit down. Thank you, Russ. Yes, there's. Which ones? Let me know. Did I find good coffee? I found excellent coffee here, Tammy. Excellent coffee. I just had a great coffee at a place called. Just pronouncing it in Spanish. Drink Macau. I already have a few times. Got some sparkling water. Here they call it agua mineral. So, Junor, thank you so much. The tallest building in CDMX is the 1.6 meters. By at the Torre Colon, 360 meters, currently being built in front of you. The orange building. That is fascinating. Thank you. Ooh, here we have some text. So this guy over here, you can't see his face, right over here. It's Oliverio Martinez. Oliverio, oh, that's hard to pronounce. Oliverio lived in one of the most dramatic moments of ideological and aesthetical changes of the 20th century. An extraordinary sculptor who had achieved an harmonious merge his art with that of Carlos Obregón Santasilia. His four groups of sculptures are dedicated to the independence, the reform, agrarian, and labor laws. So Santasilia, not to be confused with Álvaro Obregón, who was one of the revolutionaries as well, and Mexican president for quite a while. Oh, down there. Look at that. Tammy says that we have an urbanist building. Yeah, that building is rather orange. Will I be eating more grasshoppers? I don't think so. More power to anyone who loves them. Is not for me. Russ says, best New York streamer now in Mexico. Indeed, everyone. Beautiful building right over here. Let's zoom in on that, actually. Can you ride the metro system if I have the chance? I don't think there's any service in the metro system in general, so I wouldn't ride it. Oh, buenas. ¿Para qué es el lado?
Subir a lo más alto.
Oh, más alto. ¿Puedo ir? Sí.
Son 132 escalones.
Okay, qué bien, gracias. All right. We'll see if we have service here. All right. I take the risk. I'm probably gonna run out of service. Never mind. I'll show you all 360 views, and then we'll take the risk potentially. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the risk. You can go all the way to the top, but it seems like there's probably not gonna be any service, and it might crash. Whew. Crazy sun. Jackie says, my cat just ate a bug. He probably would enjoy a grasshopper. I think he would. Would you live in Mexico, says Judith. You know what? I would for at least a few months. It sounds like a fun city to live for a few months. I would. Now I can tell you that. Not years, but I would definitely stay here for a few months if I'm called to do so. But my calling is still the UK and Ireland. So I'm still going to those beautiful areas of the world. Hola, güey. Zapato. Hey, güey. Hola, güey. Hola nuevamente. Qué monumento tan bonito. Dice John. Sí, es bellísimo aquí. A mí me encanta la arquitectura. I love the architecture here. It's very unique. Is it safe to walk around Mexico City, says Corpus. I've answered this many times, so mods, feel free to just repeat what I usually say. Today's like my 5th day, I think. 5th? Yeah, I think 5th. I felt safe almost everywhere. Today I walked through areas like 10 minutes away from this monument, and about 10 minutes away from this monument, and I unfortunately saw like an area where there was a lot of tents, people camping out, and didn't look too friendly. I saw like a few stray cats and lots of tents. It was like a mini shanty town, right in the middle of the city. But it was only like 1 block, so it seemed like people were congregating there. But the rest of the city doesn't have too much homelessness, at least in the touristy areas. You won't see that. So yeah, that's been so far my only experience where I'm like, I don't want to walk there. But otherwise, I felt very comfortable walking everywhere. I'm pretty much showing you the camera. I feel pretty comfortable so far. Are you planning an evening walk live stream? Yeah, most likely on Saturday. Friday night or Saturday. I'll give you a heads up. Jackie, I did get a hat. I got a cap, which I know you collect caps. And now it made me realize I gotta make a urbanist cap. I know you've been yearning for. So what is that? Is that Santa Fe? No. Let me know. I still don't know the geography too well of Mexico City. Look at the development right there in the mountains. There's homelessness in New York City right now, Huerito. I've encountered more homeless in New York City than I have so far in Mexico City, in the touristy areas. There's more homeless in the touristy areas of New York than there are homeless in the touristy areas of Mexico City. And if I've seen the homeless here in Mexico City, they've seemed pretty docile, you know, not too much issue. In New York City, I gotta admit, the homeless there sometimes are a bit crazy, a little bit wild. So mentally ill, and yeah, that's the difference. But look at that! What is that? What is that town? It looks like heavy development right at the mountain. If you see that. So Vero dice Santa Fe hacia el continente están los edificios más altos. Ok, lo voy a enseñar pronto. Ese es Santa Fe. That's Santa Fe, really? Vero. Wow, that's crazy. It's like all the way out there. Is it that one, or is it the one I just pointed the camera towards over here? The tall buildings you see in the distance are on the Reforma Avenue. Yeah, these ones are the Reforma, yeah. Tienes que ir allá, Vero. Oh, lo sugiere. I would be so thirsty. It's so sunny. Yeah, it is. Are there Cuban-like buildings and cars in Mexico, Reza? No, you know, Cuba is a very different aesthetic to Mexico City. I haven't been in Cuba personally, but Cuba is more similar to El Viejo San Juan in Puerto Rico than it would be to here to Mexico City. It does not look like Cuba from my perspective. As far as I know, I haven't really I haven't explored Cuba yet to its fullest extent. Do you get better streaming connection? I don't know what happened something happened the first few days where it was pretty terrible. Oh, I was trying to stream in HD. I'm now streaming in 480p. So yes, it's lower quality, but I want to do lives. I don't want to record vlogs just because you want to see in 4K. There's a bunch of channels already doing 4K walks. Check out my friend Action Kitty. There's a bunch of them here in Mexico City. So I want to give you this live. So that's why I'm going standard definition, and it's been pretty stable. Sun says 8 p.m. Yeah, it is. Ooh, what's $2? No, no tengo $2. Oh, okay, qué bien, gracias. All right, so she's bringing it to our table. I gotta sit in the shade though. All right, everyone. Let me show you how it is eating a crepe on top of El Revolucion. We pretty much seen the entire views. Ooh, sun is crazy strong. Can I skip it here? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Bear with me. I'm gonna like move the table so I can escape the sun. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys know I'm a vampire, so. Oh no. Is the sun extra bright? Yeah, it is. Well, there's barely any overcast, and we're at 7,000 feet in altitude, so it is pretty bad, and it's giving me 7,000 feet of attitude because of all the sun. So nice seating. Let me show you the views. Edificio triangular está en el pleno Tlatelolco, antiguo pueblo afuera de Teotihuacán. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Vero. Lo agradezco. So, Vero is so kind of us to tell us that's Tlatelolco, which a few very important events happened there. That was where earlier I mentioned that Juan Diego came over here, and that's where he was studying with the Franciscan friars. But also, they have ruins there, and there's a few haunted stories there. So, do you guys want to see Tlatelolco? It's really interesting, and actually one of the most terrible disasters in modern history happened there. I actually have a hat that unfortunately is associated with that, Mexico 68. This hat refers to the Olympics in Mexico 68, but there was a terrible student revolution or student protest that led to a bloody massacre. But yeah, let me know if you want to see Tlatelolco in a future scheduled live stream. So here, there's a lot of table service, a lot of wonderful table service, and it's pretty common. Even if you grab a coffee or even if you grab a small dessert, there's always table service. Like I went to a tiny little coffee shop and they brought I'm so used to like paying before I receive my coffee or my small dessert or something like that, pastry, and then waiting for the coffee and then sitting myself down. But even in a tiny little coffee shop, they bring the coffee to you and then you pay when you're done. So there's even service in tiny little coffee shops, which I've been so amused by. I like tostadas El Zapato, and Tao CDMX has been amazing. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit more details of the view, but let's do a food break here as we wait for our crepe. Let's see how the crepes are. Look like a very nice stand. So any exotic foods? Yeah, I've tried chapulines, which is exotic for Americans, not so much exotic for chilangos, for Mexicans. It is crickets. Eder says, I recommend you to visit Don Porfirio Cafe. Eder, I literally went to Don Porfirio because of your and many other people's recommendations. I got like 5 or 6 people who recommended Don Porfirio. I did literally go to Porfirio's. Oh, you mean Don Porfirio is a different place from Porfirio's? Let me know. LA and San Francisco is also in Mexico, says Paul. Well, historically it was, but no, it's part of the United States of America. Americans fought for it and they won it rightly, and then they paid for it. Just out of courtesy, they paid for it. So, no, we're keeping California. But maybe California doesn't want to keep us, so that might be an issue as well moving forward. Texas is very Mexican. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Hey, Ariel, the other Ariel, executive producer of my car tours in New York. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Very cute, cool view. You bring so much to others and on all your trips, says Duane's. My pleasure, Duane's. My pleasure. Joe says, yes, absolutely. Seguro a Popocatépetl desde ahí. Vas a ver. Okay, so we are going to see 2 of the volcanoes here. Let me know. ¿Cuáles son los dos volcanes? Which one are the 2 volcanoes? Let me know. ¿Cuáles son los dos volcanes? You should visit the Museum of Anthropology and Sumaya. Oh, are we going to go through this again? In New York, I've done so many videos that people are like, oh, do this. And I'm like, I already done that like 10 times. Now I'm getting this, but from Mexico. I've only been here 5 days. And you guys, people are saying, hey, check out this, do that, do a video of that. But I already did a video of Sumaya and Porfirio's. I don't want you to roast. I'm not roasting right now. I subscribe to Ubish's channel. He's so nice and knowledgeable. Definitely. So Ubish is an awesome live streamer here in Mexico City. And you're going to see him again. We decided to collaborate one more time. So stay tuned. So which one is Popocatépetl? Popocatépetl. Which one is it? Are you going to Trotsky Museum? It's closed right now. So I wish I could go, but no, it's closed. Tu video con Ubish me tentó mucho. ¿Cómo estás pasando? Está encantando la Ciudad de México. Me está encantando, sí. So, estoy bien. Estoy teniendo un buen placer aquí en México. I really enjoy Mexico City. Jenny says more food streams. I'm waiting for this crepe, but it's taking quite a while. Did you hear about the weeping woman? Yeah, I did. Where's Perry? I literally covered that. If that camera shakes, could it be an earthquake? You mean like right now? Oh, 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 oh no, oh no, oh my god, oh. No, I'm joking. No, don't worry. I'm okay. We're okay. Editor, you also recommend me to go to Anahuacalli Museum. It's Diego Rivera's museum until with Frida Kahlo. Yeah. Don't jinx it, Ariel. Yeah, I won't jinx it. I will not jinx it. It looks so authentic. Yeah. Is that French music on the background? Yeah, they're playing a lot of French music. Are you being serious? Earthquake? No. I was just joking. Good, good visual effects. I've increased my post-production budget. ¿Estás poniendo en práctica tu español? Sí, estoy practicando bastante. Hoy estaba hablando con un cafetero, un barista. Yo no sé si se dice barista en español, pero hoy me enseñó varias palabras, como si decir varias cosas de café en español, como una carga de café en vez de shot. So I'm learning a few extra words in Spanish. I had a chat with a barista, and I was asking him like different words, how they translate into Spanish. The air quality is so good. Well, yeah, it's much clearer. Yeah, I can imagine. I came here 15 years ago. I remember it being a lot more smoggier. Yeah, I want to draw the scene. Yeah. What happened to this crepe? It disappeared. Hay muchas palabras en inglés que se usan en el idioma español. Sí, eso sí. It says zapato. Wait, Ariel's father is here? Okay, everyone. I'm not sure what happened to the crepe. Am I sitting too far away for the crepe? That might be the issue. I might be too far away for the crepe. But I don't want to lose this beautiful seat. I recommend coming here after the sunset or during sunset, because down unless if you want to sit under the burning sun. No crepes for you, says Tal. I already paid for them, so all right, they're coming. Good. All right. Okay, gracias. Muchas gracias. So that was quite a journey for crepes. Sorry, everyone. I'm so used to New York City. Fast, fast, fast. In Paris, I just decided to let it all go and just wait for an hour for my food. So the espresso is huge for a single shot. Wow. So the is there an earthquake? Don't run. It's shaking everywhere. I don't think there's an earthquake. I don't feel it, at least. It's the camera. The gimbals. This gimbal is not quite the best gimbal. It shakes a little bit. So, are you in Paris? It feels like it. It feels like I'm on the Arc de Triomphe with all the French music. And this is the monument to the Mexican Revolution. I would want some like cucaracha playing. And cucaracha was a song popularized the modern lyrics that we know of today. El cucaracha, bara, is from Pancho Villa, one of the revolutionaries of the Mexican Revolution. And the reason he was singing La Cucaracha was because he was making fun of the guy who was the president. I think it might have been Venustiano Carranza, but let me know if it was someone else. But I think it was him. Let's try this crepe. So fluffy, look at that. So fluffy. It has, let me show it to you. It's stuffed with jam. Mermelada is jam in Spanish. And this is blackberry jam. Zapato, can I do a Mexican make call? You mean like, yeah, I haven't heard that here yet. I think that's more of a northern Mexican thing than Mexico City thing. Again, Mexico's a huge country, so it's like saying, do you have your cowboy boots in New York? Yeah, you're not gonna have cowboy boots in New York. Let's try this out. So it's nice and soft. Nice soft crepe. The very generous amount of topping in here, a filling. Let's try this espresso. Oh, that's good espresso. If one thing that I would say great about Mexico City, there's a lot of things I would say that are great about Mexico City, but one of them is that you'll find very good espresso generally in all these touristy areas. And that is not something that you can say about even New York or, well, New York is, of course, you can find it. You just gotta go a block or two away from like Times Square to find a good coffee. But it's something that you can't say for many like European countries or many US cities. You do not find good coffee at a attraction like this, a monument like this. But you do here in Mexico. They usually have real espresso machines, and they use good beans from Mexico here in most attractions. Earlier, I went to one of the museums. Which one was it? Yeah, I forgot where I went, but I went to one of the major attractions, and they had also like in their gift shop area, they had a cafe and they had real espresso. Crepe, isn't that French? It is French, but I'm having that. I guess they do this because it's like date night type of deal. If you're not in Santa Fe, where are you? Says Helen. I think some people might be confused. I am not in New Mexico. I am in Mexico City. It is vastly bigger than Santa Fe in New Mexico. It's a very different city. Santa Fe, New Mexico is in the US. It is Mexico City. ¿Te han gustado el sabor del café? Sí, aquí el café lo he encontrado muy bien en mucha área. So feel free to ask me anything. I'm gonna have a few more bites, and then I'll show you more of the views as the sun is calming down a little bit. The BA says we still have to find you a Mexican wife. That's funny. What borough says hello? Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone. Can we educate everyone where we are located? Seren says, I'm a foodie. Okay, you're gonna enjoy this. A French crepe in the middle of Mexico. This is a really good crepe. I'm not exaggerating. It's not only because I'm in this beautiful view. It's actually genuinely a very good crepe. I'm very impressed. But it's hard to eat because now it's stuck to the cardboard box here. Have you found fruits with dusting of chili powder? No. I've seen them on the streets, but I'm not really eating it. I'm not really into that. I really don't have the appetite right now to have too many spicy foods, to be honest. Trish says, crepe con mermelada. Sí, esta es una crepe con mermelada. Earlier today, I had one of the best avocado toasts, which is in a place in Roma called Deseo, which means desire. And it was a really great avocado toast served on brioche bread with a little bit of queso fresco, which is a soft, pillowy Mexican type of cheese. And I'm thinking of trying the chocolate chip crepe. Have you visited Plaza Garibaldi yet? No, not yet. And I grew up on cumbia music, yes. Buenas.
¿Ya subiste a la masa?
No, todavía no.
¿No? Solo para informarte que lo cierro a las 6:40.
Ah, ok, qué bien. Ok, gracias por informar. So, they closed the top. He told me they closed the top, or he or she told me that they closed the top on the right now, very soon, 6:45. What makes that makes you officially an international man, having an espresso and a French crepe in Mexico City. Indeed. Let's say your French music, wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Definitely international man. Now you have to have a taco in Paris. I'm tempted to have a pizza in here in Mexico City. I'm very tempted. To try authentic New York City or Naples style pizza in the middle of Mexico. Dublin is the capital of Ireland, but I live in Tullet, the borough of Dublin, says Helen. Oh, cool, Helen. Elizabeth says, hey. Elizabeth says, I don't mean to be disrespectful. You say la cucaracha, no el la cucaracha. I'm enjoying all the places. I didn't say that they were playing la cucaracha. I'm saying that they should play la cucaracha. I live in California, near Tijuana, Mexico. That's so cool. Yeah, if there weren't so much crime in northern Mexico, I would 100% go, because I love the culture here, but I'm still so curious about the stereotypical Mexican culture that we see in the U.S., which is not what you find here. This is not what an American thinks of stereotypical Mexico. This is not it. That's in northern Mexico. That's in Tijuana. That's in Ciudad Juarez. And I wish the crime wasn't so bad, because otherwise I would 100% go and have a good time over there. What's for dinner? I'm already getting full off this crepe. I'm gonna have one more bite. I might have another vegan quesadilla. There's an amazing vegan taqueria next to the place I'm staying, and oh my god, they make this quesadilla with cucumbers, cactus, and this beautiful vegan cheese. It's delicious. Yes, Miss Universe is from Mexico, officially, yeah. And CDMX is in central Mexico. What America thinks of Mexico is in northern Mexico, right? Do I always travel alone? For these videos, currently I do, yeah. Yeah, currently I do. I mean, that might change, but yeah, I travel alone. The reason I'm traveling alone right now is because this is work for me. I'm not. This is not like a vacation. It looks like a vacation for all of you. I mean, that's the intention. But I'm going back to my room afterwards and studying for a few hours and learning about the city and learning about the history, so I can give you cool tours. So that's what I'm doing most of the day. It just seems like a vacation since we're all out here in the beautiful views of Mexico City. And I wanted to join in. Can we get a tour of your accommodations? Yes, it'll be on the 26th of May. You'll get a tour of my accommodations. This is actually an amazing crepe. I'm super impressed. That's so good. Oh my god. I can't have it anymore. It's too much sugar. Lo quiero decir que así se dice la... Oh, no el cucaracha, la cucaracha. Oh, thank you. So sorry. Gracias por clarificando. La cucaracha, not el cucaracha. And the shadows creating your lines on your shirt. It is indeed. Can you find some hidden gems in Mexico? Yeah, you're gonna see a few. You're gonna see a few soon. Stay tuned. You're gonna see on Saturday. You're gonna see a hidden gem. You're seating on top of what the legislative's place, but the I'm not sure what you're saying. We got 8 minutes to remain to the top. I'm not gonna go to the top because there'll probably be no service inside. I'll lose service and the stream will crash. But we're getting the same views. All right, let me show you around. Cheers, a little bit more coffee. Now I'm gonna be awake until 3 a.m. and wake up 7 a.m. so I can give you some good history. Let's go. LEC says Ariel is a hidden gem. Thank you, LEC, I appreciate that. How's nightlife here? Nightlife is pretty much closed. Nightclubs are closed, but nightlife here in terms of restaurants at night is pretty lively on Fridays and Saturdays. Far. It's very lively. Are there any walking tours of Mexico? You mean from my videos, or you mean in general? In general, yes, you can find a lot of walking tours. Are you going to Cancun? No, just Mexico City, Earth. Great question. That sky though, yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, thank you, Ariel, says Candy. My pleasure. Trisha says, time to party. Indeed. Mexicans are very friendly, I gotta admit. It's very easy to meet people here and just chat. Like, go to a street food stand where there's a lot of people, easy to chat. The coffee shops, a lot of the baristas are very friendly. Is one of the more friendlier cities I've been to. Is Mexico City in the US, Sarah? No, Mexico City is in the country of Mexico. Mexico City is in the state of Mexico, and the state of Mexico is in the United States of Mexico, which is known as Mexico. So it's triple Mexico here. It's Mexicoception here in Mexico City. It's like Long Island. Remember the analogy with Long Island? If you go to Cuba, we chit chat. Yeah, I can't wait to go to Cuba. But hopefully they end up putting some good 4G in Cuba so I can go live in Cuba. All right, one more time. Gonna give you the views. We are basically seeing 360, so if you want me to zoom in on anything, do let me know. Though I still don't know the geography too well from the top of my head. It's just you with your smile and laugh. Who can resist, says Lynn. Oh, Lynn, I'm glad. Other large cities in Mexico, hundreds of kilometers away. Yes. What is that triangle tower? We're gonna learn about it. It's in Tlatelolco. Am I looking north? I don't know where we are. I seriously don't know the cardinal directions here yet. Let me know if anyone knows the cardinal directions. How did they drain the lakes? Oh, great question. Well, we're gonna learn how the Aztecs end up making landfill and growing crops on the lake. We're gonna see the chinampas of Xochimilco this weekend as well. Stay tuned. But how they fill the land in modern times, I don't know for sure. I bet they do it like they do in most areas of the world, where it's just a bunch of garbage, stone, leftovers, and they just kind of all crumble it together. But what they're doing right now is draining the lake, so the city doesn't sink more. We need an urbanist complex. Yes, we do. I heard there are ruins in the middle of the city. Indeed there are, Fiamma. Watch my first video that I did. Is the heat down or is it dry heat? It's a dry heat. It's not dry heat. It's not even humid. It's a bit of a breeze. It's just that the sun is so strong, but it's not really that terrible. The triangle tower is called Torre Manobras. Thank you. ¿Cuál ha sido la impresión de México hasta ahora? Me está encantando. Una ciudad bien bellísimo. La gente es bien amable. Hay mucha hospitalidad y me encanta todo. How is your Spanish accent so good? Says TL. Spanish is language. But I learned English and have been speaking English most of my entire life, starting when I went to kindergarten, which is about 4 years old. 4 years old is when I really started speaking English full time. So that's why I have an accent in both, but it's just a slight accent in both languages. Urbanist pizza in the works, so you know Ariel. Do you guys want to see a pizza? I know I'm going to show more Mexican food, don't worry, but do you want to see what a pizza looks like in Mexico? My English accent. Ultimately, I think people really enjoy all different types of accents. ¿Cuáles son esos edificios que están al lado de la montaña? Allá, bien lejos de aquí.
No sé decirte cuáles son los edificios, solo es todo ahí en Chapultepec.
No, atrás de Chapultepec. Hay un montón de edificios ahí en la montaña.
No sabía decir.
No sabía, ok. ¿Y cuál lado es Santa Fe?
Santa Fe está de ese lado.
Está en ese lado también, oh, ok.
Estación Santa Fe, los que me mencionan.
Ah, ok.
Sí, está
Ok, bien, gracias. So Santa Fe, yeah, that's generally Santa Fe. It's not as congested as people tell me. Yeah, so Mexico, I was expecting crazy traffic. I was expecting it to be filled to the brim with people. It might be the pandemic, I'm not entirely sure, but the city seems pretty empty, pretty quiet, even on a weekday. I've only encountered traffic once because I've mostly been taking Ubers to get around. Let's zoom in on this mural. Go to Chinatown in Mexico City. It's only one block, so I might feature it when I visit La Zona Rosa soon. P.S. 1.2 million people speak Nahuatl. Yes, Nahuatl is still a very commonly spoken language. Actually, there is a lot of Nahuatl speakers in New York. So some of the Mexicans you meet in New York City learn Spanish as their second language, if not sometimes the third language. Because some people who have immigrated to New York have come from very deep inland into the Yucatan, and they don't even know Spanish themselves. So they learn Spanish when they get to New York. And that's fascinating to me. So yeah, Nahuatl is still fairly common. Can you tell us about your clothing style? It's very bold and it suits you. Yeah, my clothing style. Well, I started wearing floral shirts about 7-8 years ago. It was not popular back then. It had a brief stint of popularity in the early 2000s. If you see Sex and the City, some of the main male characters were wearing floral shirts, and this was like 2000, but then it went out of style. And I was one of the first really people, but yeah, I was one of the first people in New York to really start wearing floral shirts all the time. And then it recently became, in the past 2 years, it's become so popular that I see finance bros in New York City wearing floral shirts. And even here in Mexico, a lot of the 20-somethings and 30-somethings guys are wearing floral shirts as well. So here it's normal. I don't feel like I'm being too bold in my dress here. I felt like I was being more bold in my dress in Italy, which is also a Roman Catholic country. But in Italy, men tend to dress more in neutral colors. Not here in Mexico. Here, Mexicans are very forward, fashion forward. A portion of them. And they have tattoos. They wear really cool hats. You're gonna see that more in this weekend. Stay tuned. Ooh, let's get close to the head. Who wants to get some head? I mean, to touch the head. I can't reach the head. Too far. Why are you so far ahead? Fedoras, yeah, fedoras are popular here. Men wear fedoras. It's like uncool to wear a fedora in New York. Dudes wear it anyway, but just like culturally still uncool to wear a fedora in the US, but here it's cool. Here the cool dudes are wearing fedoras. All right, so everyone, we're closing up. Let's go down. Rainbow. One more time. All right, let's go. I hope you enjoyed this these views. This was more of a casual video. I like to spice things up. So I've been giving you tours. I also like giving you these casual videos that we can just kind of chat and enjoy the views. All right, wish me luck.